Welcome to Master 2255 English Phrasal Verbs, complete course with 150 categories for fluency. This course is your ultimate guide to mastering English phrasal verbs. Today, we're exploring the 65th category, Tech and IT, phrasal verbs for everyday use in the digital world. These verbs are essential for navigating technology and digital communication. Let's dive in. First, let's start with login. This phrasal verb means to enter your credentials to access a system. For example, make sure to log into your account before you start, or she forgot her password and couldn't log in. Next is log out. This refers to exiting a system or account securely. You might say, don't forget to log out when you're done, or he logged out of his email before leaving the office. Boot up describes starting a computer or device. For instance, it only takes a few seconds to boot up this laptop, or he booted up the server to check for updates. Shut down means to turn off a computer or device. You could say, she always shuts down her computer at the end of the day, or the system was shut down due to a power outage. Plug in refers to connecting a device to a power source or another device. For example, he plugged in his phone to charge it, or make sure to plug in the printer before using it. Unplug is the opposite, meaning to disconnect a device from a power source. You might hear, remember to unplug the toaster after using it, or she unplugged the TV before moving it. Set up means to configure or prepare a device or system for use. For instance, he's setting up a new Wi-Fi router, or she set up her phone with all the latest apps. Backup describes creating a copy of data for safekeeping. You could say, make sure to back up your files regularly, or they backed up the system before updating the software. Breakdown refers to a device or system failing to function. For example, the server broke down during peak hours, or her laptop broke down just before the presentation. Scroll up means to move upward on a screen or page. You might say, scroll up to see the beginning of the document, or he scrolled up to read the earlier messages. Scroll down describes moving downward on a screen or page. For instance, scroll down to see more options, or she scrolled down to find the link at the bottom of the page. Turn on means to power on a device or activate a function. You could say, turn on the computer to get started, or he turned on the Wi-Fi to check his email. Turn off is the opposite, meaning to power down a device or deactivate a function. For example, she turned off the monitor before leaving the room, or they turned off the notifications to avoid distractions. Zoom in refers to magnifying an image or section of a screen. You might hear, zoom in on the map to see the details, or he zoomed in to get a closer look at the photo. Finally, zoom out means to reduce magnification for a wider view. For instance, zoom out to see the entire layout, or she zoomed out to get a better sense of the overall design. These phrasal verbs are invaluable for describing actions and processes in the digital world. Practice using them in conversations about technology, and they'll soon feel natural and intuitive. Keep practicing, and I'll see you in the next lesson